Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading, and welcome back to another important video for all of you day traders that might want to trade economic data, because that gives us a ton of beautiful volatility. But you got to be on the right side of the trade, obviously. So just knowing when these economic data are coming out are so key, and it's very important to do a few things before you get into a trade. And I'm going to go over with live examples of what we traded this morning. So this is really, really important. First of all, this is the SPY. I'm trading it with the Micro E-mini for those of you that might be new to the channel. The way that I do this is I'm looking at key levels. So what I have is I have my overnight pre-market lows here. I have yesterday's double top here, and then rejection here, and here. So these are key levels that I'm looking at. Now, zooming in on the morning, this is also super important. Now, how did I know that this data was coming out? First of all, you have to be aware. Either, search online or be in a good community like we have in our Discord. This is stuff that I post every morning. So we had the core PCE inflation. Inflation is everything right now for the stock market, for the Fed to see what they're doing might be working. What we expected was this 4.9. This is the Fed. This is their favorite data point to look at when developing their monetary policy. So 4.9%. down from 5.2%. The numbers came in right in line, 4.9%, which is good. That means that we are making progress with inflation. Now, if that is something that you think would make the market go up, which if you've been following markets for a while, you would know that we think, inflation is a very important thing for earnings going forward. So we need to see that come down. So what we saw was a very nice pop here. This pop that we saw right when it came out at 8:30. Now, I'm going to show trades here. I have two trades from this morning. One trade was going to be a trade that I took right here. But what did I do that was super, super important? And this is really key. I got out of the trade before the data came out. So what I'm going to do is take all my risk off the table, and I'm flat going into the print of a key economic data like that. So I sold here for a very small gain. I would have sold at break even. I would have sold at a loss going into a really key, economic data dump like that. So what I'm doing is I'm getting out before this massive liquidity candle, okay? Look at the range on this. Right to VWAP, right to our key level. No surprise here that it went to the key level and it went to VWAP. This sucked out every single order. So if you're in, you have stops, whatever you have, they all got gobbled up here by the algorithms. So you want to be out before that. Very important. Got out before that, entered at VWAP. This was the range of the computer algorithm that was suggesting And you see this on earnings a lot too, where the price might go. So I loved that this was supporting here by VWAP, and it did not pull back much. The futures were up on the day. So when I saw this, I loved getting in at 40.60, right by VWAP. Could always cut the trade if we break down below this right here. It took off like a rocket ship. Now, I'm watching this area very closely because normally I would take profit coming into a key level like this. But when I saw the print and I saw, the really nice price action, I decided, you know what? I'm going to hold through this. Now, this is a 1 minute bar. And luckily for me, I didn't even have to think about it because we just blew right through previous resistance like it was not even there on super heavy volume right here. And then I got out right at the top here before we pull back. Now I'm so in the money at this point. I could have sat through this, and this is a nice setup, something that I really like to trade, usually on momentum stocks, but this is just a flat top breakout. So after a huge move up, what you'll normally see after an economic news or a Fed speaker is you'll normally see a retracement. We didn't see that. Instead, price consolidated here. That's super bullish. And then we saw that next breakout. So this is how I trade economic news. Get out of any positions you have. And then when the news comes out, digest that news. Is it good? Is it bad? What will it do for the market, at least for the short term? We're scalp traders. This is what we do. We're day traders. How can we take advantage of these moves? So that's what I did right here today. And this was a 5-minute trade. It wasn't a super quick scalp, but price was holding up very nicely and just, took my profit right here and then didn't have to sit through this, even though it went up another 7 points or so, not the end of the world. So I hope that this is helpful for you guys. If it is, hit the thumbs up for me. And if you're new, subscribe. You can go look back at my videos. I have new videos just about every single day. So that's it, guys. I'll see you back on the weekend. I hope everyone enjoys their Memorial Day weekend. Take care, guys.